Welcome everyone, I am Dr. Shambhu Yadav, a neuroscientist and a stress biologist at Harvard. And today we are going on a little journey into the brain food and how it all lies into how our brain works. In this video, I will discuss a Nature Neuroscience article that is a scientific review entitled Brain Food, the effect of nutrient on function. So let's dive in. One of the things that really blew my mind was this. Your gut can actually talk to your brain. It's not a telepathy or anything like that, but it sends signals that can totally mess with your memory and even your mood. It's pretty fascinating, right? The vagus nerve is the main component here. It's like an information superhighway running between your gut and your brain. But how does that translate into the treating depression? Well, the researchers are looking into something called vagus nerve stimulation, VNS, which is already approved by the FDA for severe cases of depression. Some study even suggest that it could help boost memory. But wait, it's not just the vagus nerve. There is also something about the hormone made in the gut. For example, there is a leptin, which is the hormone that tells you, hey, you are full. And however, it also plays a role in hippocampus plasticity, your brain ability to make new connections and memory. They found that the obese mice with a mess up with the leptin receptor actually have a trouble learning and remembering things. It's all about keeping the brain sharp and those connections firing. And there is another hormone called ghrelin, also known as the hunger hormone. You might think that it would make learning harder, but it can actually encourage synapse formation in the hippocampus that leading to better spatial learning and the memory. So being a little hungry might also actually help you to learn better. When you might ask, are there more these hormones? The answer is yes. There is a GLP-1 which is involved in energy metabolism and might give memory boost too. And then there is insulin, which is regulate the blood sugar but also impact how our synapses work and how we process information. Our gut acts as a control center for our metabolism, and our brain, it really is a command center. It's amazing how everything is connected. But how does our body's energy use affect how well our brain works? And think of it this way. Your brain is a high performance machine. It needs a continuous supply of energy. So the way your body uses energy from food directly affects how efficiently your brain can function. We are not just talking about that feeling of being tired after eating a huge meal. It's about the long-term effect of energy metabolism on the brain function. There is a molecule called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, that is crucial in all of these. Think of it as a fertilizer for your brain. It helps neurons grow and connect, making those neuronal pathways essential for cognitive function. So the various factors affect the BDNF levels. For example, learning, exercise, and even genetic can also play a role. There is a genetic variation called valine 6,6 methionine that can change how your brain processes memory. So the people with that variation might respond differently to learning and memory tasks. So could personalized nutrition one day be based on your gene to optimize BDNF? And that's what researchers are working towards. Another important molecule is IGF-1, so insulin like growth factor 1, which is made in the liver and work alongside BDNF BDNF to support cognitive function. It's truly a team effort to keeping everything running smoothly in our brain and our body. But what happens when our metabolism get messed up? Can that affect our mental health? Absolutely yes. The studies has shown a significant connection between the metabolic disorder and the mental health issue. People with the diabetes have a higher risk of developing schizophrenia and depression. And this is the serious stuff. It's not just about the thinking clearly, it's all about the preventing serious mental health issues. So the BDNF comes back into the play here because it's being studied for its role in conditions like depression and the schizophrenia. And many treatments for these conditions aim to increase BDNF level because it's vital for the keeping our brain healthy. Now let's discuss some brain boosting food that can help maintain our BDNF level. A popular one is omega-3 fatty acid. The omega-3s are known to be good for health, particularly the heart health, but they are also beneficial for the brain as they serve as a building block for the brain cell membrane. And when the mice don't get enough omega-3, their learning and the memory suffer. And the researchers are even investigating whether omega-3 supplement can improve cognitive skill in children. So that there is currently a significant study underway in the Durham, UK, examining whether the omega-3 supplement can enhance reading comprehension, working memory, and overall academic performance. And this could have how change we think about nutrition for the kids. However, it is not as simple as just taking fish oil pills. A balanced diet remains essential. So what other brain boosting food should we include? Have you heard of the phenolics? They are powerful antioxidants found in fruits like coca and even ginkgo biloba. A study has shown that the specific flavonoid called quercetin may improve the memory in the mice who have had a stroke. But not only do they protect healthy cells, but they might also help repair damaged ones. Another phenol worth mentioning is the Epigenetics that is found in the plant, and the research suggests that it can enhance memory when combined with exercise. So the powerful combination, right? Now let's talk about the folate. Good old-fashioned folate. It's a crucial during the pregnancy but also affect adult brain. Insufficient folate can lead to depression and cognitive issues. Some studies suggest that the folate supplement might help prevent these problems, but it's essential to consider individual needs and the potential side effect before taking any supplement. Okay, we have covered omega-3s, flavonol and the folate, all beneficial for the brain, but what about food we should avoid? So let's discuss junk food. It's the elephant in the room. A study has shown that the diet high in junk food lead to worse cognitive performance and lower BDNF levels. Essentially, they sabotage the brain power for the short-term satisfaction at the cost of long-term decline. Not a good trade-off. Moreover, such diet worsens the effect of the brain injury, a significant wake-up call highlighting the importance of making healthy choices for our brain. Now let's address the portion size. Does it matter how much we eat even if it's healthy food? And that's the interesting questions. Have you ever heard the saying less is more when it comes to the food? Our culture often promotes the supersizing everything, However, there is some truth to moderation. Excess calorie can negatively affect synaptic plasticity, and eating too much, even the healthy food, could make our brain less flexible. And finding balance seems crucial here. So, is calorie restriction the answer? Not necessary. It's not about the starving yourself. Some studies indicate moderate calorie restriction might protect the brain from the oxidative damage that caused by free radical. It's all about the finding that sweet spot where we provide your brain with the necessary fuel without overloading it. And this perspective aligns with an evolutionary theory called the thrifty gene hypothesis that suggests our body are programmed to store energy efficiently. A survival mechanism from when food was scarce during the hunter-gatherer times, but now we face an abundance of the food everywhere. And these thrifty genes may contribute to the weight gain and other health issues today, which is a fascinating intersection between the biology and lifestyle. But now obvious question is, are there a specific food that can help protect our brain from the free radical, that is oxidative stress? The answer is yes. Antioxidant rich food like the berries and leafy green should be at the top of our list. These are crucial for protection against cellular damage. And another important antioxidant include alpha lipoic acid, which is found in the meat and the veggies. It's powerful for the maintaining energy balance, particularly in the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of our cells. And the vitamin E, which is also found in the nuts and leafy green, and that has been linked to better memory in the older adults. So can what we eat really affect the future generation? This leads us into an exciting area that is called epigenetics. There is a growing evidence suggesting our diet can impact not only us but also our children and the grandchildren. Maybe you can ask, you are saying my diet could influence my grandkids' brains? Yes, it's possible. Epigenetic refer to how environmental factors, including diet, can influence gene expression without changing DNA sequence themselves. The genes serve as a blueprint, while epigenetic determines how those blueprints are utilized. So the BDNF play a key role here too. Its variation can be influenced by the dietary choices today, potentially shaping our future generation. Cognitive abilities or the power of thoughts indeed. So a study from the Sweden linked the grandparents' diet to their grandchildren's risk of diabetes and early death. And this emphasizes how crucial our choices are today. However, the BDNF is not the only molecule involved in epigenetics. Another molecule is SIRT1 gene. SIRT1, which helps to maintain genetic stability and cell health. And guess what? Diet influence SIRT1 productions too. So what I eat today could affect my grandkids' DNA indirectly through gene expression that is related to energy usage stability. So what about the omega-3? Do they impact epigenetics? Yes. Diet rich in the omega-3 have been shown to increase SIRT levels, particularly SIRT1 level. And these nutrients may do more than initially we thought. They could be protecting our genetic legacy. So this insight makes us realize we are not just feeding our brain, we are potentially shaping future generations' health outcome as well. But remember, we are just scratching the surface here. There is so much more knowledge waiting to be uncovered regarding the nutrition impact on cognition. So thank you for the watching and see you in the next video.